Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 25, NASDAQ off 42, S&P's off $9. Gold contract up $4.10, traded at $1,334 an ounce. Silver down 12 cents at $20.31 an ounce. Platinum up 4 at $1,435 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.99 a pound. Light sweet crude $99.43 a barrel. Bonds, you gotta love it, folks. Amazing. Bonds refuse lower price. The 10-year up 3 ticks at 123.16. The 30-year up 20 ticks at 132.22. King dollar down 113 at 80.24. You get the euro up 18 at 137, and the yen down 25 at 102.14. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Why know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps. Can you spell failure? Good eye, man. Mr. Dave White with us. We're going to be talking technology in a few minutes. Bottom line, folks, S&P. What does it do? Cash S&P. We got to 1883.97. Tested the March 6th high of 1883. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, we went to 1883.97. Got over the 1883.57. Failed. Bottom line, fast failure too, folks. This was a sweet little day volatility-wise. The market, the numbers don't seem like a lot, but when you go through this, especially on the NASDAQ, you're going to see what came out here. Dow Industrials, bottom line, what you have now, guess what? You have 3 lower highs in the Dow. The Dow, of course, topped out the 31st of December. That was at 16,588. Second top up there was on the March 7th, which was 16,505. I suspect, well, you had a failure up here today. You got over the downdraft that was created on the 13th, which is 16,405. You got to 16,456. So you had a 156-point spread today in the Dow. Got over it, closed underneath it. Now, NASDAQ Composite. And the Composite, the NDX, baby, you talk about leading. Man, that got toasted and roasted. The Composite did down $42. It did 2.9 billion shares. Bottom line is that, and it just ate the last 8 days of trading in an extraordinary way. If we take a look at the NDX 100, what you'll see with the NDX 100, that closed down $40. The biotechs basically just took us south in an extraordinary way. We'll get into the biotechs in a second. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold out here was... We had a price spread out here today of, got to a high of 1343, closed at the 1334. You had 141,000 contracts out here, and that little baby, folks, looks like it's just set up the B to a C of an ABC structure on the way down. If that's what you have happening, your price projection, you get 92, you get a 72.A to B, which will set up a 1275, and you know that's been the target for a while. So we'll see if in fact that little baby actually can hold when it gets down to those levels. Bond market. We take a look at the 10-year first. To say the 10-year bond. Now the 10-year, what the 10-year had done, folks, is this: when the 10-year came down on Wednesday, it came down and broke the lower swing. The lower swing is 123.10. And we broke that with juice. Now it got right back inside it. So it's a close call on the 10-year whether it has to really get down to this 123.05 level again. But bottom line, I rejected it. It closed inside the 123.10. When that says, guess what? It can make another run for the 125. 30-year, different ballgame. The 30-year never broke its lower swing, had lighter volume dramatically, and guess what? It's at the higher part of its basically trading range right now. So regardless of when the Fed thinks they're going to basically go up on rates, the market, of course, when it takes a quick hit like this, money goes into bonds fast and furious. King Dollar. Let's go over to King Dollar. We take a look at King Dollar. What we have with King Dollar is that she had flat market, 20,000 contracts. There are 20,000 contracts, just as you can see how this straightens out. We had gone up on Wednesday with 25,000 contracts. We went up yesterday with 28,000. You go sideways today with 20. That's basically building cars to get up to this 81.61 area. Now, biotechs, IBB. You want to see a monster ABC down, and the biotechs, folks, had never basically come down hard like we came down today in probably a couple years. So what do the biotechs do? IBB comes down $12, has 5.3 million shares, blows apart the B point that had 2.4. You know, the IBB were at 246. Guess what? 191's on the agenda, and it's
starting to finally make it look again like the BBH used to trade.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, this whole part here, the BBH got down to maybe 3 or 4 stocks because everybody kept eating each other until there was nothing left in it, no volatility.
That's right.
And now all these new IPOs and all these new companies are back. We're going to probably see this continue for a while, I imagine.
Listen, if you want to see just how the biotechs took apart the NASDAQ, folks, they brought it up, but they took it apart on the way down. So check this out. So you had Biogen, that was down $28, almost 10%. You had Alexa Pharmaceutical, that was down $13. You had REGN down $17. Okay, big numbers as we were going south, taking out those numbers. So Friday afternoon, Friday morning, you did have option expiration out here, folks.
When's the last time we had really big volatility on options expiration day?
And you know,
it's been forever.
And this type of volume.
Right.
Okay, so check this out, folks. This is pretty intense. The volume, you know, the volume in the NYSE was 1.9 billion. 1.9 billion. Okay? The volume, MVOLQE, and you get a lot of different things happening, but guess what? It doesn't matter. The volume is volume. 2.9 billion in the NYSE. I mean, in the NASDAQ. You know, so it's going to get interesting to see how many more times can these highs get tested. I suspect that, you know, I don't think it's going to get tested, but, you know, needless to say,
every time we thought it hadn't been tested, it's always been tested.
It keeps
and lighter volume again.
But the testing is always so cool.
Yeah.
It really, really is. Once you really understand the testing procedure, folks, you really get to understand the strength of the market or the weakness of the market.
We talked about in the webinar almost 2 weeks ago now.
Yes.
All these bank stocks and just how weak they look.
American Express this morning. That's what I said to David this morning, just when he walked in. I said, "Did you get American Express?" Because we were going over American Express, and what you had, folks, this is American Express is a classic. You had the high that was generated on the 17th, $93.62. That high was tested on the 7th with 3.8 million. Well, guess what? It tried to get into a higher high today, couldn't handle it, then traded downside with 6.5 million shares. And what's really cool here, if you just looked at American Express, you wouldn't think that, hey, no big deal. It's only down 17 cents. And a lot of these, you're going to look like that. But what they did is that they tried to get to a higher price, couldn't handle it. And as one of our tigers in the den was saying, on Fridays they do the 10 to 11 program. And what Z was saying is that, listen, as many times as you try to test these highs, the trapdoor could open. And the trapdoor opened, folks. And the trapdoor absolutely opened on the NASDAQ.
It certainly did. And even stocks like Visa and MasterCard, these things are really making huge signals out here today.
Yeah. The price spread. So check this out, what David's saying. The price spread in Visa today, folks, the high was 232, and it closed at 223. Okay? You know, and it already has this 215. Yeah, you get volume there. It's going to be wild. We get volatility, baby. Dave White, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. We had the Dow finish down 28, NASDAQ off 42, S&P's off 9. The Q, the NDX 100 off 52. That's some real money, man. Come right back.